Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another in my Battle with Beelzebub series. Phase 2. This is where for some reason, my audience likes to watch me sweep up all my junk into baskets and sort it. So that's where I'm going with this. And of course, I start every of my Battle with Beelzebub Phase 2 by removing cat food cans. I have cats. I tend to let them clean out the can, and therefore I have cats' food cans everywhere, and I will explain why with 7 points, 7 cans. Firstly being, I have always been depressed. Secondly being depressed and struggling with my cleaning up my house. I was then injured. I had a 5% bend put in my spine and was unable to clean up properly. This led to a terrible fly infestation, hence Battle with Beelzebub, the Lord of the Flies. And I was cleaning everything up. When I wound up in the hospital. See the pattern in there? That's from fly larvae. So I was in the hospital with a terrible infection. My house was left to the ravages of my animals. And now here I am in my Phase 2, cleaning it all up. Sooner or later, I'm actually going to write those out and read them, because I know I get them wrong. But anyway, so this is a basket of items from this room. There's some plastic container. It's a plastic container that needs to be cleaned. Here's another one, and there's a knife inside of it, but you can actually see this was clearly sitting upside down and it got peed on. So I'm going to have to clean that pretty thoroughly. I have an old cooler. This is not in the best of shape, but it's not in the worst of shape. And this is hard to do with gloves on. Yeah, the thing about this is it used to have an interior lining that was hard, and that's gone. Or, well, I mean, it's not gone, it's just not in great shape. So this is one of those items that's really iffy. I may throw this out eventually. I mean, you can see this is very old. It's had some it's seen better days. Okay. Is there anything in like the small pocket? No, there is not. All right. So the thing is, I have 2 of these and at least 1 surviving liner. So I may throw out both of them. Well, I will throw out both of them eventually. But for the moment, I may need this bag to put something in. Okay, so I'm not throwing it out. This is a voltage meter. A digital multimeter to be more exact, but not throwing that out. It's a tool. One of my tripods. Not only does this need to be cleaned, it needs to be marked. So all of my tripods have, I don't know if you can see, but this has green paint on it. That's my mark. Plastic bag, that's garbage. We have an old can of Mountain Dew Voodoo that apparently is empty but never opened. So that goes over there. All right. It's my Berlin Wall Conqueror medal. There are pieces missing to it. But this will have to be washed, but clearly it doesn't go away. Bit of paper. Cat food can. Cat food can lid. Be careful if you handle these because they are sharp. Alright, so this is the control line for a fog machine. I don't know if those fog machines are still working, but I can't throw this in the trash. It is electrical scrap. Here's my 2021 Conqueror medal. It represents 5 trees I've had planted in a distance that I walked. Have a small copy of Psalms. Dinosaur Dream. What's left of it? It's torn up. It's trash. Healthy Habits for Healthy Hearts. Doesn't smell. I guess it can be salvaged. J.R.R. Tolkien's The Two Towers. Crygender. Thomas T. Thomas. All right. You're not sick, you're thirsty. Water for health, for healing, for life. A lot of books. Old piece of plastic. What's the big deal about water? Again, looks salvageable. Cat food can. Cat food can. Cat food can. An old bit of hair. A rubber ducky. Oh, here's another one of my Conqueror medals. This is Grand Canyon. Okay, this is a filming test system for grayscale. Atlas Básico de Religions. Book in Spanish. Goes in the recycling. Jose Luis de... Say something else in Spanish. Recycling. Hush. A novel by Kate White. Okay, this is right on the border of toss, or this would be in the get this out of my inventory, put it in the fast reads pile. All right. We have a box of rubber gloves, which I will definitely be needing. Okay. That stays in the podium. Well, no, I'm going to have to put this somewhere else. I don't have room in the podium. I'll leave it here for the moment, I guess. But fasteners for my shelving system. Cat food can lids. Oh. Have a knife here. Nice little trinket knife, but not very useful. Another copy of The Two Towers by Tolkien. I'm going to have to weed out my books. What? Looks like at one point this had bookworms. Okay. Cat food can lid, old bookmark. A radio clip. Looks like this was a sewing kit. It is crushed and possibly peed on. Discarded. Some old paper. Gym locks. Something from the power company. An instruction manual. It's trash. Three cat food can lids. Okay. And then the basket dumped in the garbage. Empty. So yeah, look, this is a lot of stuff I'm keeping. And it's a lot of stuff I'm keeping, but you know, that's some baskets will be less productive than others. It's just something that we should understand. I mean, yes, I will probably whittle this down further. Many of these books, once I read them, they may be discarded. But, and of course, my electrical scrap pile keeps getting bigger. But, you know, like, yeah, one day I may be doing videos where I'm testing electrical equipment and seeing what's good and what's bad. You know, that's just neither here nor there. There's a long process of doing this. So yes. But the point is that I'm making room in this room particularly, because once I make the room in this room, then I can line this with baskets, fill them up, and work on them. So yeah, one more basket taken care of, done and dusted. I'm not done. Keep working. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard.
Background courtesy of Photographs of a Mad Richard. Link in the description.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if all is going well, I should be surrounded by a horde of flies. They're not actually in the room with me, but they are flies that did actually live in my house and are now long dead. I used a combination of fly traps like this one, you can see it's covered in them, and actually cleaning up to get rid of them. It was a dark moment in my life. A life full of dark moments.
I am Danger Ducky, and I say that you should not leave before you comment, and then like and subscribe if you have not already, because this channel does great things like plant trees and clean the ocean and things like that. We are trying to save the world, and we need your help. Danger Ducky says, help save the world. It won't cost you anything.